Well, looks like the rumor train is going yet again. I'm sure you've I'm sure some of you have heard rumors about supposed leaked plot of The Last of Us Part 2. In short, the rumor is basically that The Last of Us 2 is going to be a SJW mess. Uh, the rumors state that the plot revolves Ellie getting revenge against a homophobic Christian cult. That basically that it views all men as villains. That the whole thing is about, the LGBTQ people, LGBTQ rights, about how Christians are homophobic, or, all that crap. And I'm not here to talk about, religion in real life, or politics, or the LGBTQ company, or LGBTQ rights. So if you want to comment anything of that, feel free, but I'm not going to respond to anything about that. So this is not what I'm going to comment. What I'm talking about, The Last of Us Part 2, and why these rumors are completely fake. Now, this rumor originates from a website called sausageroll.com, a website you should never go to, because they are crap. And basically, the sites are an SJW site. They're very, very politically motivated, left-leaning site. Again, I don't want to talk about politics. That's just what they are. And basically what it is they took something that Troy Baker, the actor who played Joel, said. He said that, in short, he wanted people to go into this with an open mind and let Joel and Ellie tell the story that they want to tell, not the story that they think they want to hear, or something like that. And what Sausage Roll here did was they took what he said, they twisted what he said to mean what they wanted him to say. What they wanted him to mean was basically that all men are pigs. If you want to see just how terrible this article is, one of the headlines is literally, and I'm literally reading this right now, "All men are rapists, even Joel." This is the people who started these so-called rumors. And if you look at a lot of their so-called sources, their sources are themselves. They make a lot of this shit up. And then there's also the archived plot leak from 4chan, which also was made up by Sausage Roll, clearly. They claim it was someone who has an immediate family member working for, or works for Naughty Dog, which obviously is false. You see hundreds of people and their mothers say, "Oh, I have a family member who works for Naughty Dog," and da-da-da-da-da. And most of the time it's complete bullshit. But this so-called leaked, more like faked, plot leak, I have that one right up here too. Let's delve into that a bit. So, first of all, one of the biggest glaring things here is they claim that the Seraphites, one of the new factions of the game that you fight, who are the so-called quote-unquote homophobic Christian cult, which, by the way, we know nothing about their beliefs. We don't know if they are Christian. Well, they're not Christian, they're a cult. Cults aren't actually part of the Christian church. But we don't know what their so-called beliefs are, so you can't really say they're a Christian cult because we don't know what they believe. For all we know, they could worship the cordyceps, which personally I think would be kind of awesome if that was the case. But moving on, they claim that they're all immune to the cordyceps outbreak. And that's what the cuts on the cheeks are to make sure they're immune. They're cut with an infected knife or whatever. But see, the thing is, if they're all immune, why didn't we hear about them in the first game? This cult supposedly existed since the start of the apocalypse, since the start of the outbreak. Why have the Fireflies not been looking into them? The Fireflies are in Boston. This was that, but the Fireflies they know stuff. They've been searching for a cure for years. If there was an entire cult of people who were all immune to it, you'd think the Fireflies would have found out by now, because that's been their whole goal in life, is to search for this cure. And yet, in the first game, there's no mention of these guys. So it's very unlikely that this cult is immune. And if they were immune, then the Fireflies wouldn't be using Ellie to create a cure. They wouldn't. That whole thing in the end where Ellie needed to die to create a cure, that wouldn't have been a thing. They would have been hunting down one of these cult members. Because honestly, I think it'd probably be a better idea to kill a radical cultist for the cure than an innocent girl. Secondly, this whole leak really centers around Ellie's mother, and specifically the mystery girl from PSX. It centers around her being Ellie's mother, which is something that when that happened, everyone believed it, but based on evidence that I've seen, and I will link a video in the description if I can, that while it's not impossible, I will say that it's not impossible for that woman to be Ellie's mother, but it is unlikely that she's Ellie's mother. I know Neil Druckmann had that thing where, the woman is, and then he had a name with 4 letters, but Naughty Dog does that all the time. They like to mess with their fans like that. So that's probably a red herring, and I don't know who she is, but we'll find out. Also, let's see. Also, another thing that Troy Baker has said that Sausage Roll here conveniently leaves out is that Joel will play a central role in the story. And this supposed leak has Joel dying in like the first act. And what's funny is this leak that was clearly made up by someone who works for the Sausage Roll company doesn't necessarily even support the bullshit they say. It's like, because there's not really anywhere in this leak that says Joel becomes the villain, which is what they're claiming, that Joel is a villain, Joel is a rapist, Joel all hurts women, but they just have him just die. I mean, if you're gonna make up sources like this, at least make up sources that support your bullshit, right? I mean, seriously, you could have just had it be straight up, Joel's the main bad guy now, Joel's the leader of the Seraphites. You could have done that, but you're just like, oh no, Joel just dies because he just does. Another suspicious character death in this game, that in this so-called plot leak, this fake plot,
Let's go see what it is.
that the whole thing seems to hinge on is Dina, Ellie's lover, which, yes, it is confirmed that those two are together, but it's the claim is that she's murdered by this cult and that Ellie is avenging her, which is possible, yes, uh, regardless of what the cult's beliefs are or, you know, all the reasoning behind that. But there is evidence, leaked gameplay footage. I doubt I'll be able to find that to show it to you, but because Sony's been scrubbing the internet of that. But it shows that Dina is still alive after whatever this violent act is that puts Ellie into a rage. And another character, which this leak doesn't even mention at all, that we know is going to be a big part of it, because we have seen him in gameplay reveals, and the writers have said that he is present in important parts of what they have revealed, is Tommy. In other words, a straight white man in a position of power who, guess what, is a good guy. In the first Last of Us, Tommy, Joel's brother, that's who Tommy is, in case you're living under a rock, was probably one of the nicest characters in the game. He and his wife had built up Jackson and had this community, and Tommy helped Joel, and Marlene referred to him as a good man. And we know because Tommy was in the Paris Games Week trailer, or no, not the Paris Games Week trailer, the E3 2018 trailer. Tommy was in the E3 2018 trailer, I think it was 2018, talking to Ellie about whatever this group is she's going to, which we don't know if it's going to be the Seraphites. It's confirmed there's many groups in the game. We don't know who she's avenging. My theory is that it's not the Seraphites. She just happened to come across them. But anyways, we know he's going to be in there, and Neil Druckmann, it was Neil Druckmann or Hallie Gross, one of the writers have said that in the gameplay demo they showed after that, months after that, where Ellie was in Boston fighting the WLF, that Tommy was in that town, and that's who she was looking for. So it's clear Tommy is going to be a big role in this game, which this faked leak doesn't even mention Tommy at all. So, because, you know, he's a straight white man and a good guy, so they don't want to do that. That's counterproductive to their agenda, isn't it? Well, yeah. I'm running out of time here, so if you can, please give this video a like, subscribe, and share this video. We need to get the word out as much as we can that these rumors are fake, because they are spreading like cancer. They're spreading like the you know what virus. they're spreading fast, and we need to stop these rumors now as soon as we can.